Capricorn, thank you for joining me today. I am Cleo. This is CleoSoulTarot. Going through Virgo, our next season of crossing the T's and dotting the I's and crossing the T's. This is the time of harvest. We've done the work, Capricorn, we did it. Just like all the other astrological signs, we put the work in. Addressed the Judases in our lives. And did the shadow work. We've proven ourselves. Now we're moving in a time where the feelings that we've been feeling, the sleepless nights, waking up at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4, the dreams that we've been having, the separation, the feeling of loneliness, all these things. Yet, we continue to give love, even when we weren't loved back. Or at least we felt that way. Always remember, even though they treat you a certain kind of way that's disrespectful to who you think you are, trust me, I know, they still love you. And the fact of the matter is, you will always love them as well. And that's just the way we are. We're lovers, not haters. Lovers, not fighters. But I tell you what, the place that we are moving, we're going to have to stand our ground, be the peaceful warrior, carry the light of sword, and continue to spread love in a respectful and honorable way. You know how we do it. Let's see where we are spiritually. Enlightenment, Capricorn. Let's get some more light here. There we go. Enlightenment. This is where we are. During this season of Virgo, we'll receive even more downloads, even more approval of who we are, knowing that we're on the right track and knowing that we're doing the right thing. We're receiving enlightenment with the flower of life surrounding the earth. We came here for a specific reason. There was a reason we were sent. That's because we always get the job done. Transformation. Okay, Capricorn. And the earth is the center of everything. And you are the last of the earth signs. The fact of the matter is, you are the beginning and the ending of the months. January and December. The Alpha and the Omega, Capricorn. Always know who you are. But at this time, we are experiencing a full transformation. Utter enlightenment. And with the transformation card, I do see 1 and 9. That is the beginning and the ending, Capricorn. I want to read 1 and 9 because I'm nosy like that. The universal life force is within you is calling for your attention. And another so number 1 is the self, oneness, higher self, and universal connection. And 9 for the number key codes is self-mastery, union with higher self, and divine feminine. That's the transformation that you're going through, you Capricorn, and the energy of the divine is awakening within you. Let your soul do the leading. Capricorn, you are the ones who do the leading. You are connecting with your higher self, your divine feminine and your divine masculine. You are really moving into your angelic self. That's very important to know. You've worked extremely hard and had to the process of you being the hermit and cutting people out of your life. It was a little hard for you. It was hard for you because you do require a lot from everyone, and not only everyone, but from yourself as well. And you encourage others to be better. And the deal that's bothering you, that or may have bothered you, is the fact that you've had to sit on the sideline and watch people struggle and fumble the ball. Always remember, we're always right where we need to be. They need to experience that in efforts to learn within their own heart. Receive these experiences is for them to understand and to bring that understanding and the knowledge of this experience into wisdom. You can teach them, you could lead them, but it's their responsibility to accept and connect. Okay? So, let's see what the energy oracles are saying about you, Capricorn. So far, baby, you are in full enlightenment. You have accepted who you are. You have accepted the outcomes that you already see, and you probably can see future events. You know when something's going to happen. So start trusting your spiritual gifts that are coming online. You are awakening. You're experiencing this enlightenment with your spiritual gifts. And this is a full transformation. We already said that our spiritual self is already at a fifth dimension consciousness. Your body, your mind, and your body is moving that way. However, something is making you feel tied up. What is that, Capricorn? Why do you feel tied up? Do you feel like you're in a relationship that is keeping you from expanding? If you are in a relationship and you feel like this relationship is keeping you from expanding, you don't have to leave the relationship. You have to do what you have to do. When you expand, it brings others along with you. This is the time in this relationship that you're in that's making you, or any relationship, family, whatever the case may be, they're there to push you to continue to lead and not follow. You understand that, right? You understand that? You have to find the path and teach the ways to others. Not force them, because remember, we all have free will, but show them. When you go and show them the way, they'll follow. Yeah, it's giving you anxiety, Capricorn. I'm going to pull one more, and I'm going to stay with you for just a little while. Yeah, carrying connections. That's what it's dealing with. I'm going to talk here, just a bit. The all tied up card is looking at this caring relationship. So this has to do with some relationship, okay? Masculine or feminine. Man or woman, this is you. Does he, she love me, or does he or she not? for some reason. And I'm thinking it's because you want to do something and someone is trying to convince you otherwise. That's for someone. But they're holding you and they're loving you. They may think that their advice is good advice and loving advice. They probably think that. But you know better. And trust me, they mean no harm. But you know, when you make something up in your mind, Capricorn, you want to do it. So, and it's giving you anxiety. So basically, we have to let go of our old habits of convincing. And you don't have to convince anyone. You've already done the work. You already know how it's going to operate. You know how it's going to work out. Maybe someone is saying this is going to take away from the family. It's just going to take too much time. Or it's going to take too much money. You have to let all those things go. Create this new reality of everything will be taken care of. Even if you have to wait a couple of months, and I'm going to see what cards come out here on the moon cards. With the moon cards. Because you may have to wait 6 months. But don't give up on your dream. And do not blame someone else for trying to convince you or advise you otherwise concerning your dreams, okay? Don't let that get in the way of your relationship. All right. Yeah, studying and learning. Maybe you need to do some more studying. Maybe you need to study. Maybe they need to study. Someone is studying and learning. Maybe you want to go back to school and they're saying it's just taking up too much time and this and that. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see every day is a learning experience. And we talked about that as well. But make sure you can, if you want to go back to school, find a way to do it. You will. You're Capricorn. That's what you do. You find ways. You make a way out of no way. That's what you do, Capricorn. You always done it. And look back on those things that you thought would be challenging and you still made it through. One of the experiences that I went through was Marine Corps boot camp. The hardest thing I've ever done. And I tell you, the third day, I thought, and it was 3 months, but the third day I was thinking to myself, I don't know if this shit gonna work out, Jesus. I cried every day, and I prayed every day, but I made it. I felt all tied up. I had anxiety, but it was definitely a transformative part of my life as a kid. That's what you're going through, Capricorn. You can make it. You can do this because you've done it before. Yeah, divine physician. Some of you are studying to become nurses, doctors, counselors, and you're thinking about this time, looking at the 3D situation that has nothing to do with you. Just because just because this world is feeling recessed doesn't mean you have to. Okay? But this is Archangel Raphael. Thank you for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. And some of you could be dealing with a physical ailment and not knowing, how am I going to get through this? And you've been studying up and trying to figure out this and trying to figure out that. Maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. It's, mind over matter always. And listen, trust me. I understand the words from your doctor, in all the, psychologists, but you have to choose in your mind. You have to choose in your mind. I remember And you know, as a kid in Bible school, Jesus told the man by the well, by the healing water, he said, "Do you want to walk? If you do, pick up your bed." Jesus didn't heal him. It was faith that healed him. So Capricorn, it's going to be your faith, which is how you think, is going to heal you. That's going to move you, even if it has something to do with your relationship. You have to create, and you have to create the world, the reality that you want to experience. And if you don't know anything about that, you're going to have to study up on it. Show yourself approved. This is why I would say, you know, make sure you guys understand for yourself. You know how to do it, Capricorn. See your seeds grow when it comes to studying. You show yourself approved, you'll see your seeds grow, and you'll begin to harvest them. This is what we're talking about now with this harvest season. She-wolf. She-wolf says, unleash the wild within. And you know, the wolves are the ones who, you'll be a pack leader. And we have the moon. You can see things before, like I said earlier, before they even happen. You have that nose that can smell things miles away. You can see things, you sense things. You're the master of the earth. Master. You know how these things operate, Capricorn. You know what to do. You got it. But you have to know that you have it. It's all about you believing in yourself. You've been so busy trying to get everyone to believe in themselves. They will when they see you believing in yourself. Okay? Let's see what we got on in the love department here. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It's simple. It simply allows and gives. Take your space and give each other space. I know a lot of people say about Capricorns that we are emotionless, have no emotions, but that's not the truth. Many times we're thinking and allowing you to think. We're watchers. We look at you just like that. We look at you. You see that face? We're just looking and enjoying what we see. We enjoy watching you think, as I think. Okay, let me keep going. Only time will tell. Only time will tell, Capricorn. But you already know how you want it to work out, so make it work out that way. Let's see what other astrological signs coming in. I'm going to do both of the, I did that, I think, with Sagittarius, or maybe, yeah, I think that was the one. So I'm going to do it with you too, because you guys always have a lot to say. There's certain signs that always have, they have a lot of questions. So, upside down, let's get them right. Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius, we just mentioned Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Maybe there's the reason you're feeling all tied up is because there's something more that you need to see, and not just see, but make known to someone else. The bigger picture. Tell them to look at. Okay, so I'm hearing tell them to look at the bigger picture. Yes, I'm going to have to give up time now. Yes, I'm going to have to spend money now. Yes, something is going to have to be given up now. But look at the bigger picture. In the end, I graduate and become a psychologist, nurse, counselor, this and that. And I feel good about myself. And you'll feel good with me. Or you're sending someone to school. Don't let the past hold you back, Capricorn. Come on. Get rid of those old past thinkings. We said that earlier. The old habits, the old way of thinking. We already said that. I've dealt these cards. I'm going to give them one more. We're running up on the time, Capricorn. I knew I was going to spend a lot of time with you. Yeah. Attend to the details. Virgo, this is what we're doing right now in Virgo season. Every one of us. All signs, we are all dealing with the details. Studying and learning. Wrapping it up. Because we're moving to a whole new level. And we have to integrate this new fifth dimension consciousness in our third and fourth dimensional selves. So we're going to have to let go of the third dimension drinking. Somebody needs to cut the drinking out. I don't know. Thinking. We have to let that go. And see ourselves living and being in the fifth dimension consciousness. Attune to the divine, Pisces. Listen to your intuition, that divine feminine in you, the she-wolf in you, who senses and knows everything. Working in pack. You're the pack leader, Capricorn. You're the pack leader. So lead. So lead. And that's giving you anxiety, for you have to step back. Let's see if these are... Nope, they're right. Yeah, the hermit. You've been the hermit, Capricorn. We said that. But it's time to come out of your cave. The angel of reflection. Now is the time to show the big picture with this hermit in the reverse. You have to show the big picture. Show us what you've been doing, what you've been studying, what you've been learning. Show us in efforts to convince us. Yeah. Four of Cups. Emotional indifference. Anxiety, depression. Let it go. Take a break, which you've already done. A mental break as far as allowing these thoughts, the past life traumas and dramas to be playing in your head. What if this and what if that? Let it go, Capricorn. Let it go. Yeah. So we have the death card in reverse. Now it's time for that 1-9. New transformation, enlightenment, new beginnings. You've died to yourself many times. You've done it. And when it comes to, we talked about the physician and disease and stuff like that. Someone's going to make it. They're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. And so is your dreams. You thought you was going to have to give your dreams up, but you don't have to give them up. They don't have to die. Yeah. So we were all tied up here, which is the 8 of Swords. In reverse, after we've looked at the big picture, attuned to the divine, we attended to the details. So I definitely around February, late January, February, you're going to feel, you will see the fruits of your labor. But this month, you're going to feel more relaxed with yourself. You're going to feel more confident, moving into the place that you should be moving into. You're not going to feel restricted anymore, Capricorn. In fact, what I believe is whoever you feel maybe holding you back or not feeling so convinced about the big picture, next month or in Virgo season, they're going to start coming around and asking you questions. When they start asking you questions, you know that they're on your side. They are always on your side. They're always on your side, but you'll know. Yeah, Five of Swords. Five of Swords talk about revolution. You've been having a mental battle within yourself. Around Virgo season, it's going to start loosening up. Like we said, no more anxiety, depression, confusion, no more of that. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, Angel of Destiny, it's in reverse. Things are turning out your way, not quite yet. You still got some cords to cut, and it has to do with this depression and anxiety, the way you see things. You have to get rid of that. You have to let it go, guys. Let it go, Capricorn. Yeah. Because this is a season of harvest. This is the Empress. She's holding her wheat. Flowers. Her flowers. Wearing her crown. She's pregnant. She's ready to get someone. Okay, if that's what we're talking about here, the baby will survive. Okay? Or you're going to have a baby. Your baby could be your new job, your new learnings. Everything is going to work out. So be expecting, definitely, around Pisces season, you'll definitely see it. Late January, February. Well, excuse me. February and early March. And Sagittarius, you're going to start feeling Capricorn here. We have that. So we have November, December, January, February, and March. Be expecting, within those 5 months, be expecting a lot. The last 3 months of the first 2 months, you'll feel, of course in Virgo, you'll feel things become lighter. January, February, and March, you'll see it. Okay, guys? I'm Cleo. And I want you to accept your enlightenment, your transformation. Let go of anxiety. You're not tied up. You just think you are, with the Five of Swords and Eight of Swords. Death has passed over you and over your situation, whatever it is. Archangel Raphael is coming in to heal. Do your studying. I'm Cleo. This is CleoSoulTarot. Thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Leave a comment. Always share, okay? And like my daddy said, don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you. I'm Cleo, and I'll read you later.